Hi everyone. As we have already seen Excel application activities in our previous videos, we now begin in this video Excel activities which can be used without Excel application installed in our systems. In this video, we will see you using the activity Open Workbook and Close Workbook, which are responsible for opening and closing Excel files without the need of Excel application installed in the system. Open Workbook from File activity. As you can see, it opens a workbook referenced by a workbook path. Once opened, use the activity Activate Worksheet to continue using the workbook. So, in this case, we mandatorily required Activate Worksheet after the activity Open Workbook from File in order to use that Excel file. We use the activity Close Workbook from File to close the active workbook. If you notice and remember, in case of our Excel application activities for opening and closing, we were using open workbook, close workbook activity. Additionally, we required two activities called open Excel instance and close Excel instance. But here, in the case of without Excel application activities, we don't need them. Now, let's see how to implement these activities for opening and closing Excel workbook using the without Excel application activities. For this, I will create a new automation in which we can only implement the steps which are related to without Excel application activities. Let's say, let's name the automation as Explore Excels using without application activities. For this Excel, for this automation, we are using this Excel which is called employee Excel file. If you can see, it contains four worksheets: company user info, new worksheet, financial data, and user info. I will go back to the automation which has created this new automation called Explore Excel using without Excel application activities. Now, let's use the activity Open Workbook from File, which comes in under the drop down of without Excel application. I will drop this activity and it asks for the input parameter of workbook path. I will go to the my file explorer and I will copy the path of this Excel. I have pasted the path and let me also use close workbook activity. Let me close the Excel workbook which is already open and go back to our automation. Now let's run the automation. If you see, the automation ran successfully, but we have not seen any instance of Excel file opened. So how can we know that Excel file has been opened? So for this, let's try to log some values from the Excel. For this, I will use the activity activate worksheet. As we have already seen in the description of open workbook activity, we have to mandatorily use open worksheet before interacting with the worksheet, and then use get values. We will explain these two activities in detail later on in our next videos. Let's give worksheet name as the one of the name which is of worksheet present inside that employees Excel file. And let's give the range definition as A1. We only want to read one of the cell. Let's log whatever is read from this activity get values. Now let's run the automation. If we can see, the automation has run successfully. Now let's see the log message. For this I will go inside the bottom tab which is called test console. Here we can see the first value is first name, and we can confirm from the file A1 value is first name. Thank you everyone. That's all from this video. Meet you in next video.